in a few minutes on this, so just hang tight a little bit. We're in the beautiful city of Pomona. That's right, man. The town I live in.
Okay, we're live.
We're live. Live. Vivo.
Where's my
Viva.
phone?
I have all the way around.
Hey. Woo, we're getting cozy now.
Oh man, now it's like
We got
Get some wine.
now it's like the holidays in the cities.
Okay, gente, here we go.
Oh my
I got it. Come on. We get the town we live in. Did you find it for us? Because that was a special dedication from Mario.
Hey
Okay.
everybody, what town do you live in? Look it up, post it.
How's it look over there? How's it sound?
And so
Andy.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Okay. Also, yeah, do a few little things, announcements here that we're doing here as we're doing for the Musica. We're having a little bit difficult problems in a few minutes, but we have a big shout outs to 6th Street Ray from 6th Street in from LA. That's right, Ray with the 41 Chevy. That's right, gente. Check it out, gente. We're here, man. At the studio, Frank Sasa and Dos Chicanos podcast. That's right. And I think my high key's coming off, so we're gonna leave the microphones off. Okay. Right.
Okay.
So anyway, so gente, we have here in the city right now. We have sitting next to me right here. We have Bugs. They're from Show and Custom. These guys are some of the founders of East LA Lowrider Shows itself, and we're gonna bring them up in a few minutes and speak to them and ask them a few questions about how the Lowrider Shows started. But before we start there, we're gonna start advertising. We're gonna start giving you a little advertisement. The commercial break between Bad Habit Magazine. That's right. Bad Habit Magazine is the best magazine the audio was in. That's right, man. So can you see it from there, Handy?
No.
No?
I'm at-
That's the center.
Oh, yeah, I can see it from here. You're good.
Let's make sure the camera's there. That's right. This magazine is it's one of the only magazine around since back in the 60s and 70s when Lowrider's around. And Lowrider used to put out some magazine. It was Teenager. There was a Lowrider. There was Q Omega magazine, Female magazine, and many, many more magazines around the area. But they all died out, man. It's like the heels, you kick the bucket, you know. So now we got the new generation. It's called Bad Habit Magazine. And this magazine is one of the top magazines around, man. He comes out every month. And let me check it out what he has, man. Let's see. Rolling, man. We have some bad stuff, man. I gotta watch my language here, but we have this is issue volume 22. That's right, volume 22. It has me and 1%er on there. That's Christian Garcia. We have Angel Baby in here somewhere. We have the 4 photographers. We have Swaggy. We have a unique photographing. We have Kelly, what's his name?
Kelly Classics.
Cali Classics. And we have Mousy from the Indian Empire Cruising. And we have they're all the photographers from this magazine. Let's check out the Tratos.
They each have their own section.
Ooh, man, they all have their own section. This is a bad habit. What color is this? Bad habit.
It was like a ruby red. It was a Wednesday night cruise there in Chino.
Ooh, man, look at this, man. It's a ruby red right there. It's on the front page. Let's see what else you have in here. You got a Monte Carlo, you got a Grand Prix, you got 60 Chevy Impala, you got 63. Hey, my troca's in there también, man. Where'd you get this Strato wet?
Right. All of a sudden,
My truck popped in, man. And there we go, man.
Maybe because you gave me a ride that day.
That's what it was.
I was hitchhiking on the
I give
side
it
of the
right.
road.
You're hitchhiking in the road, right? Is that when I got you? I saw you right there with the house. I said, I work for food and you a ride to San Bernardino. Is that what it was? Huh?
That was the autism show.
Autism show in San Bernardino. I was in the city of Conton, ¿verdad?
Yeah.
In the college, yeah, man.
Oh,
Okay. And then we got 63 here, a gold one. Pretty female, you know. And we have another one from Danny D. Painted this paint job, man. This is a Danny D. paint job. It's a 63 patterned out. And every time I see this Carucha, I like that car because Danny D is a very good friend of mine. And rest in peace, Danny D. But get the madre, man. Let's see what we have in this magazine. Hey, I heard it mañana, man. I heard mañana the Lifestyle's on the 50 year anniversary little pre-party, man. And that Christmas party, and you're gonna be there, man. That's what I
I'm gonna
heard.
be there. You're gonna be there taking pictures, and I'm sorry, 2025. We're gonna concentrate on clubs. Show off all the clubs that are around. So if you're in a club, or even if you drive solo, and there's a couple of you guys, let us know. DM me, DM one of the guys. and we'll get you on the list, and we'll get out there and take some pictures.
All right, all right.
Nice.
And while we're at it right now, just to bring you, give you guys an update right now, the Angel Baby's not here in the house today, but he's still here.
Where's
We'll be
he
back.
at? Where's
Well,
he
you know,
at?
the Angel Baby is the new Arkla Bowl, man. He's a new Arkla Bowl, man. That's right. He's the new host, Arkla Bowl. Rest in peace, man. And they gave him the position, and he is on worldwide. Did you know that? He's out there in Canada, Mexico, Texas, anywhere you're driving, you find the station nearby, and you listen to Arkla Bowl, and you hear Angel Baby, man. But also, también, he's on Friday nights, man. Friday nights with he's right there with using the oldie radio station right there in the city of San Bernardino, man. And he's you can stream him live too. He's at KCAA radio.com. You can stream him live, and he's on 96.5 FM at 10:50 a.m. And if you're drunk and you're driving home and you need you've been having beers and you want to stay awake, then listen to him on 88.3 at 3 o'clock in the morning. He's on there too. That's right. And just check this thing out. So and we got a couple of new announcements too for the Chinese New Year's party.
Dedication. We have a dedication.
Yeah, we got dedication page.
So
And,
not only is he going to be worldwide, but he's in the magazine.
and we got a few more retratos in this magazine here, but we're gonna give it to you in pieces and we got some dedications here that Angel Baby puts out every Friday night. He puts them on, so you're gonna be a pretty feel, man. But anyway, let's get back to the little start here, and we got Mario. Mario, what's going on, Mario?
Hey, how you doing, Frank? You're all the great listeners, man. Thank you for the invite, first of all, Frank, for allowing me to come and join you in your beautiful studio over here. Man, you blew my mind when I walked in.
All right. We get the studio here going on. So Mario, what do you say? You're a tribe? What kind of tribe?
Hey, no, hey, what I do, Frank, is I have a prayer group called Team Moncada Prayer Warriors. And real quick, man, when the world was shut down, Frank, March 17th of 2020,
Huh?
the world got shut down, man, and you couldn't go to work, and churches got closed, and
Yeah.
everything. People were like financial, just going through financial hardship.
Yeah.
I got a text message on my phone around 6 o'clock that day.
Yeah.
And it said, "Hey, let's all stop what we're doing and say a little prayer."
Hold on.
So I told my wife, "Hey, babe, let's go in the room at 7. We're gonna say a little prayer."
Yeah.
Without a hesitation, she said, "Yeah, let's do it." And we were able to do it. And then God hit me on the head and the cabeza. At 6:45, he hit me on the head.
Hit you with a rock?
He hit me with a rock,
Man,
man.
hit you with, man.
He hit me, and he
No,
said,
no, right.
he came at me, and he told me, I want you to go live on your Facebook and say a little prayer.
Okay.
I told God, "You crazy," and then he convicted me right there, Frank, and he told me, "Yeah, but you can go to a Dodger game, you can go to the concerts and go live, but you can't do it for me." I'm like, "Oh, all right, God, you got it." So at 7 o'clock, Frank, I turned my phone on and I went live and I said a little prayer.
All right.
I want to say a little prayer for those that are having financial difficulties. You might have lost a loved one.
Of course. Yeah.
So we said a little prayer. And then at the end of that, I said, "All right, everybody, we'll see you tomorrow." And I hit the end button. And then I sat on my recliner and I said, "Oh man, why did I say I see you tomorrow?"
Okay.
So now I'm committed to do this. But hey, we're doing this in Spurs, so
How's the
Frank
camera
might
work?
go on.
How's the camera work?
Frank,
Can we do a little prayer right now?
Yeah, how about a little small one there?
oh, you know what, man? I would love that, Frank. Thank
Okay,
you.
do a little short one for us here.
I just want to say a little prayer for those that are, maybe struggling through these holidays. Don't trip. Because God's in control. Let's pray. Father God, as we gather right now today, Lord, we come upon you right now, Lord, and I just ask you to continue to be with Frank and what's doing right here, Lord. I ask you to be with those that are having a financial difficulty or just a little heartbroken today, Lord. To just remind them, Lord, like the Bible says in Psalms 46:10, be still and know that I am God. Be still, everybody. God is in control. I pray for those right now Father God, I pray for those that are just going through something right now, Lord. You know the need of everybody. And just pray that prayer right now. Amen.
Amen. I think you can call in the station here if you want to. They want to talk to somebody. You can call it 909-636-4733 and call in and you can give a little dedication and we'll put it on for you. And your baby is that's right. Tonight at 9 o'clock tonight, man. Just go to your station at 104.7. If you live up north, you live in Tejas, go find your Artful station, and it'll be on at 9 o'clock. If you're in Texas right now, he's already on right now. He's on because there's a 2 hour difference. So he's already out there rocking your world, man. Angel baby in the house. That's it. Okay, and we got a few more questions to ask you, Mario. And I see you all the time here, all in different locations, different places. I see you at car shows. I see you at events and stuff. Something you like to do? Is that something?
Yeah, you know, God has opened that door, Frank. You know, and to go up there and open some of these car shows in prayer.
Yeah.
You know, that's the off man for one. And I had the honor and the privilege to open up for Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Yeah, when Snoop Dogg lost his mom, may she rest in peace. We had a big event for her at the Toyota Sports Arena. Big event. It was called "I'll Always Love My Mama" concert. And I reached out to somebody, and they said, "You know what, man? We would love that. Come on down, Mario." So I got to go up there, and 54,000 people I got to pray with. You know,
Oh man.
it was just blessing. You know, I even did the Art Laveau at the Glen Helen.
Both them here.
I got to go up there and pray for Art Laveau when they had an Art Laveau concert for him.
I know Art Laveau from back in the days from the American Legion. I know Art Laveau, man.
KRLA,
I'm on I know him, man.
KRLA, Frank.
KRLA.
Remember that on AM, huh? Yeah.
I remember him very well, man. That's automatic.
Yeah, he was, man.
I remember gente, we have Angel Baby. This is a tribute también because Angel Baby can't be in the house today on this show today, but he'll be back. He'll be back. Today's his first week on the show with the Art Laveau station. So he's really tied up. He's learning he's learning all the he can't just say 104.7. He has to say other numbers too, because other people all over the world listen to him. So
Yeah.
he has to memorize all these numbers, like in mathematics, like a little kid, 2 plus 2,
Right.
So he's doing the same thing, but he'll be around también.
Big congratulations, Dr. Angel Baby, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a couple of guys too. We're gonna bring up in a few minutes, and we got a couple of guys that will start the story, and we're gonna run it back and forth. The story. We'll talk about the story, and we'll get off for a few minutes, do a commercial, and then we'll come back on again. And these guys started. These 2 guys, man, I'll introduce you in a few minutes. Man, there is the bomb, man. They start the shows, man, and no other shows, and I'm very happy to be part of that show, the system that came on. Evil, man. It's gonna be a great story. All you gente on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Spotify, and YouTube. That's it. This is the station. And right now, if you're in Local Pomona, Local Pomona, you're listening to us on 98.1 FM, and that's it, man. Tune into your station in Carucha, and you call your familia, call your brothers and sisters, say, hey, man, I want to listen to the Vato. And I stood out, it's in your parking lot, sitting in the Carucha right outside, man.
And you drop a dedication. What was that number again?
909-636-4733, man. It's going to be the number. You can call it, and we'll take it, man. We'll take your call, man. Okay, gente. But let's go to the magazine again, and a few more before we even start our interview with the two vatos that create the Lowrider shows. I'd like to bring up Charlie Perez. That's right, Charlie Perez is having a big old party, man. New Year's bash, man. Look at this big old bash. And gente here.
Wow.
And you know some of the gente there.
Yeah, man. Rocky Padilla, Elba Cadenas. Oh, yeah.
You know, there's no her too.
Oh, yeah. You got the Midnight Cruisers. You got Rico Leon.
Rico Leon. You guys got a lot of gente. And I'll tell you, this show, Baby Bash here, is a badass show, man. It's all located at the Alto Lounge in Pomona. It's 197 East 2nd Street in Pomona. It's going to be the baddest show around, man. It's going to be a New Year's party, man. And
They forgot to put my picture under. I'm gonna open in prayer that day too, man.
And the main host would be the Art Laveau host. Is to be Angel Baby is hosting that show. That's right, man. He's the new position of Art Laveau. He's hosting the whole show, man. And we got him right here. We have Rivera there. She'll be there. The Midnight Cruisers will be there. It's going to be a lot of happening this New Year's out there. So we're going to come back. We're going to come back to you, Hente. We're going to come back. Frank's hats in the house. Remember the Lord hats. And we're going to show you the Angel Baby hats, man. The Art Laveau hats are out right now. There's 3 versions of the Art Laveau hat. And this is one of them right here, man. And he has one over there. And Bad Habit Magazine has one over there. This is the Art Laveau hat. It's
That's the latest.
It's the Art Laveau collection right there. It says the Art Laveau collection hat. It's the hat here. So it has a picture of Angel Baby inside the hat. It has the autograph, always forever. That's right, always forever. And this is the collection hat you want to go. Go to my website at www.franksansgarcia.hats, or call me direct. Call me direct, you'll get it quick, man. And we have it in my tienda. My tienda 2001 South Gary Avenue, Pomona. And big shout outs to Lorena, my VIP rep out there. You're watching, I saw a little clap out there, and I know it's you, man. You're the one that does 3 claps and more than ever, man. Lorena and Ronnie and Cholo 68 and Otay. And I'm gonna go down the list a ratito and give you guys the idea who is my rep, so representing the Frank's Hat show.
I gotta say, that's a badass picture.
That's a badass picture, huh?
Look at
Look at that picture, man.
that picture. I kind of recognize it. I think it's a Bad Habits picture for sure.
All right. Okay, Mario, I'm giving let me tell you, I have a
Yeah, most definitely, man.
Then we'll bring you back on in a minute, okay? Just come up. You want to come next? Come on, let's have a seat for a minute out here, Mario, with us.
Well,
thank you, sir. Everybody's watching you, man. And there's an extra seat there because somebody wants to come in here.
my wife.
So somebody has to come in.
How you doing?
Thank you, gente. Check this out, gente. This is it, man. This is the bomba. The bomba from all bombas, like the little bomba cars. You know, I'm not gonna say bombas because they're gonna say, "Hey, you're representing my car club." No. And like old cars, man, old steel cars. These two vatos here are the ones that started the lowrider shows indoors, man. This is Bugs, and this is Carlos. Carlos over here, gente. And they started the lowrider shows back years ago. Back as far as I remember, the 70s. But there's been shows all the time, man. Did you know that happened? There's been lowrider shows since the 40s and 50s. Parking lots, the parks,
But they have the horses.
the horses, everything. All you know was everything. Like, there's never been nothing indoors. Man. This is it. And these guys are the ones that started. Charlie, come on in, Charlie. Come on in.
Hey,
Charlie's in the house. All right.
That's
So I was just advertising you a few minutes ago. I'm going to go through it again. I'll have you advertising.
Good.
Let me get the story started here. Okay?
All right, no problem.
These vatos here start the lowrider shows, man. And this is before way lowrider even started. Lowrider started their first show in 1979. But you know what? That was a different story. We'll get to that in a minute. So let me introduce you to these two guys. This guy's Bugs. Bugs, go ahead.
Yeah.
This is Bugs Ochoa. And Carlos Carvajal. And here's the microphone, so let's get you started. So give us a little story, Mike. This is a wireless phone, so you don't need no cable on that, okay? So that one brings me first. How's the sound, Andy? Andy, how's the sound on him?
Good. Yes.
Hey, Bugs, you want to start off and give us the idea how the show started? I know it was back in the 70s, there was a lot of shows.
what year was it?
You guys had a special name for yourselves. What was the name that you guys called yourself at that time in the 70s?
Joe Johnson.
Joey Preston, that's right.
So, anyway, one of the reasons we put together a lowrider car show was the fact that Los Güeros, I mean, I went to all their shows, participated, and we said, hey, you need more lowriders in your show. And they go, no, we don't. No, we don't.
I told you no, huh?
Yeah, and so it got to the point where they had first, second, and third, 4 different classes: street, mild, semi, and full custom.
Best of them, huh?
1, 2, 3, and then maybe about 4 best awards.
But let me ask you a question here. You're asking about stroke custom. A lot of gente out there don't seem to understand what's going on in that part. So let's ask you, what gave you guys the idea of doing something like this? What came into you guys' mind that gave you guys the idea of want to start something like that? Carlos, you want to answer that? Okay,
Basically,
let's hear you, Carlos.
I was already judging for RG Canyon.
Yeah, I remember that.
They approached me because my car was a '69 Camaro. It's more or less a muscle car, but I had a vision for it. I needed a lowrider, and Bugs, probably one of Bugs' best paint jobs of all time. I mean, that car won a lot of awards. And and they approached me about judging for them for the lowriders. Okay, so I did that. That's where I kind of learned.
Yeah.
But then Bugs and I got together and formed the judging system, that they use today.
Yeah.
I mean, we perfected it, and we felt it was an injustice because RG Canyon only had 1 award at first.
That's right. I remember because I was there. I was there at the RG Canyon show.
They went
77.
Yes, sir. And they went first, second, and third. So then Bugs approached me, and he did the first lowrider. Ruben Ochoa did the first lowrider show with Imperials and Joe Sandoval at the Great Western.
Remember that.
So after, but we were, Bugs and I were friends, you know, so he approached me and he asked me, hey, you think you want to do this with the second one in 78? And I got, with my dad's backing, you know, because financial backing, you know, we got together and a lot of political turmoil. The sheriff didn't want it, you know, so
Yeah.
forth.
That still happens today.
Oh shit. So we pulled it off, you know, and it was the second. I was involved in well, for both of them, but the second indoor.
That was at the same place at the
Same place.
Swine Auditorium.
Great Western.
Great Western.
City
Yeah,
Commons.
yeah, City Commons. Yeah.
Yeah, the swine was done by a different widow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think that's not a.
We didn't do that. We didn't do that.
But I remember the Great Western exhibit because I was there.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah, I was there at the show.
So we had every car club that was there from San Jose all the way down. You know,
Yes, it was.
show for us,
Major shows.
and that's where it started. We ended up forming Show and Custom, and we started doing shows up and down the state of
Now,
California.
do you remember the year that
And
was?
Arizona.
What year was that on that? Well, give me an idea.
78, 79, 8.
78, 79. It was, I know it was 70, it was before 79.
Yeah.
We
The 78.
actually, all the turmoil that was in there, then with all the stuff where ISCA and RG County,
Yeah.
the two big white shows,
Yeah, they're white.
still limiting the lowriders. So it got to the point where one of the show promoters, night show, bitchin' show,
Yeah.
they actually told me, if you don't like our shows, make your own show. So I
So
said,
they told you that, huh?
all right.
Bet.
So,
They
That's what we did.
told you that. I'm not gonna tell you that, huh?
yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
1975, I tried to do it in 1975. Scoped out all the places, checked all the money issues. I went to the group car club. I was in the group, we were in the group. And they said, car shows? Are you out of your pee mind? Why would anybody pay to see lowrider
Yeah.
when you could see lowriders for free every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night?
Whittier Boulevard Park and Whittier Boulevard.
And
Right.
I go, we got a big following. I mean, we do 4,000 or 5,000 in
giving out gifts.
It's a 64.
Real quick announcement before we get it back into it.
We're live.
They're going to be giving out gifts at the Church of the Living Word in Upland.
Yeah,
They're gonna
I
give
bought
out
this car for
gifts,
$25
for free to
It's
kids
15.
at the Living Word
Yeah.
Church in Upland.
Saturday.
Saturday.
This Saturday, they're gonna be giving gifts away and toys away to Living Words Church in Upland. So you know the location of that?
Yes, it's right here.
What's the location?
Quarter. Uh-huh.
Location. Right here. Excuse me, if we're freezing over there, turn that blue button on over there for me. That. Okay, I put it on live again for me over there. Okay, gente, and you guys are watching. I know you guys were on the air over here too. So I'm giving you a little location, Living Worth in Upland, this Saturday in the morning at 10:30 a.m. and also at 7 o'clock in the evening. They're giving toys away. That's right. And the address is located. The new location is 852 Alpine Street in Upland. All right. And there's a phone number here if you want to call, 909-303-0291. And they're giving toys away for that, giving that needed children, the needed people that need that. It's can't afford to buy gifts this year because things are getting kind of tough right now. So come on down, man. I'll be on. Okay. And now we're back on live on the other station.
You want to do this?
Andy,
Can't get it going.
are we back on?
You want to do that? I can't get it going.
I'll make that for a minute. Okay, you have the music on. You see the music on?
I can't get that one going.
Use the music on the stage. The music's running through there.
It was 60.
Since 1982.
And I say we look.
I didn't think I'd ever drive it again.
Last I drove was 8 years ago. Yes,
Is that good?
We all know we're live. I know this is a music song here. No, I used to like the new side. So I say look, I get a lot of cars. Oh, group rooms for that house. Long time ago.
So we could say what happened was
The white boys.
I mean, I hate them to describe our lowrider history.
yeah.
From 40, 45-year-old guys.
Huh? Sabódame.
We have a little small relay.
Did you hear the story behind this? Behind this song? The vato who wrote it, he always drank whiskey. And he would he fell in love with this one girl. And he was like, kissing her and everything. He was, loving her. And he did that like every day. And she goes, "One way you smell like whiskey. You smell like whiskey. Go away. You know how to get."
Yeah.
So he turned around and he goes, "That's sabor a me." That's how he tastes. And then he goes, "Man, that's the name of the song." And then he came up with the song.
Wow.
Yeah.
And was Edie Gourmet the first one to sing it?
We're on and everything else goes on YouTube.
Oh,
Everything else still easy art.
okay.
Into the Riviera. Good. Successful. Now we're on YouTube too. Also,
All right. Sorry about that, gente. We had
Little help on the shop.
okay,
we have help
we
on
had
the
a little
shop.
help in the shop in here. So excuse me. I know we're back on again on YouTube, Instagram,
back.
Facebook. Yeah. Spotify and on live radio. Of course, the radio, you've been listening to music. And we had Charlie on there a few minutes ago. But go ahead, man. Let's catch up over the rap, man. So we said we're talking about this Gavacho scrammed you guys out of the area. Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Brief reminder, Inte, that you guys coming back on. This is Bugs and Carlos. They're the ones that came on. They're the ones that started the lowrider shows indoors in buildings. You know, everybody had them in parking lots and parks, but these guys invented the indoor shows before lowrider.
So was the Forum the first big show in the arena?
The Great Western Exhibit.
Great Western Exhibit.
Indoor.
Yeah.
It's in East LA.
Oh.
East LA, where all of lowriding started. Didn't start in
City of Commerce.
Didn't start in San Jose. Didn't start in Texas. Didn't start in Arizona.
Didn't start in
And
San
it's-
Bernardino.
And it didn't start with the Zoot Zooters or the Pachucos. You know, I want to see one club from the 40s low riding.
Yeah.
I want to see the cars.
Yeah.
Never see them. Oh, low riding started in Arizona with the Pachucos. I want to see what's the name of the clubs. I want to see the cars.
That's like Larry Gonzalez from Lowrider Magazine.
Well, you know what?
You out there?
One thing about
Johnny Lazaro from Arizona. You out there? Give us a phone call. Let us know.
actually, Johnny's from Oxnard.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Johnny's from
John-
Oxnard.
Johnny's from
Johnny, I know
Oxnard.
you're listening in, Johnny, because you told me today earlier. He texted me and says you're gonna listen in. So
Yes.
I know you're listening, man. Give me something, Johnny. Give me something.
So then, anyway, 1976 comes, and we couldn't do it again. Well, we're right in the middle of all kinds of wars.
Okay.
So we're in the group. We're fighting 3 or 4 different car clubs. It was
So what gave you?
crazy, but at the same time, it was
So what inspired you? What inspired you about giving the show again?
okay. What inspired me was the fact that we could see all the lowriders, all people paying money to the white guys.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We could see that. We could see that. I could see it, but nobody else could vision it. But classics did it. Classics from Santa Ana.
Which one?
Not the
Classics.
well, the original classics is from East LA. So anyway, the classics from Santa Ana in '74, they were doing basically, like I said, parking lot show. It was a good crowd, and you know, it was there, but you can't control things. You can't control things.
Yeah.
You got to have it enclosed. You got to have your security. You got to have it like the Gavachos had it, you know?
Yeah.
So 76 came, and 77 came, early 77. I got out of the group in late in 76, late summer. And I said I had it with these guys, and I quit. I didn't want to quit, but if you're in a car club, you're not supposed to fight each other. And there was 2 guys I wanted to kick their ass,
Okay,
so I'm getting out.
So what got you started with this show here?
So I got together with this guy from Sons of Soul, or he got together with me, started Spirit Car Club. And a complete different bunch of guys, not one guy from group.
Okay.
I just said there was almost 200, but not one guy from group came with me.
Well, what got you inspired to do the shows when you?
What inspired me was I still had those glimpses and those dreams to do something on the level that, I mean, we had the crowds, we had the following. All we had to do is put the money together and put it together.
How about you, Carlos? Were you involved with this thing during the
The
show
first
thing?
one,
When
he wasn't
he was
involved.
gone. Did you stay in touch with the car shows when do it or?
There's a lot of history between Bugs and I and what he did.
Yeah.
Out through the 80s, we did the Rock of the 80s, you know, at Pico de Vera,
Yeah,
Sports Arena, the
Yeah, I
rock
remember that.
shows.
Uh-huh.
Bugs was involved mostly in that.
yeah.
And then 83, I took over with my family, the Pico de Vera Sports Arena. And we brought in Chente Fernandez to the United States to sing for the first time. So I'm a big part
Right.
of that, you know.
Right.
And so we've been promoting for years, but then I didn't have a lowrider anymore. You know, I got into Corvettes and other stuff, but I did the two lifestyle shows at the
Yeah,
sports arena.
I remember
I
the
helped
shows,
Lifestyle
yeah.
Car Club because I was already doing stuff, you know, so I had a
Okay,
track record.
but I want like to get the people to know is on the shows, on the building shows itself, on the car shows, the Great Western Exhibit.
Okay, the Great Western Exhibit.
Those are- You guys are the pioneers.
it
You guys are the
was-
pioneers. of
Yeah,
this.
we put it, uh, we put it on a platform equal to all the white people shows. And the sheriffs were against us. Everybody was against us. And they're gonna say, you're gonna have 10, 15,000. So riot waiting to happen.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we didn't sell no beer there. We didn't sell no beer there. And 15,000 people attended the first show.
Nice.
I
That
mean,
was big.
15,000.
Big,
And we,
big.
you know, it was
Did
it was
did
4,000 or 5,000 more than we expected.
Wow.
And
That's what
the
that was
sheriffs,
my question.
the sheriffs actually canceled us out.
Oh, did they?
But thank God for a couple of young political guys.
Mexicanos?
Yeah,
Yeah.
hell yeah, man. We had Gil Cedillo. We had the ex-mayor. He was still young in the political. Tony, what's Tony?
Yeah,
Tony Viragosa, the
Oh, okay.
ex-mayor.
Yeah, yeah.
But who really helped us was Mayor Bradley.
Mayor Bradley, that's right.
Mayor Bradley,
He helped you guys in the 70s.
from his office, called up and said, "This sounds like a political,
Game.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what are they doing wrong?" So they went over all the contracts. They're good. They're good. Well, the sheriffs had to lift their cancellation. So we went out, we did it, and if you had the other 10,000 people in the street that didn't want to pay to get in, cruising by,
Yeah, just
I mean,
Conchos?
it was beyond my comprehension. We were hoping to crack 10.
yeah.
We did better than that.
Nice.
And so like, but some of the reasons was because our foresight, and we had 22 different classes, first, second, and third. We had 9, 10 special awards. You know, a lot of paints, a lot of different upholsteries for the first time murals. And the whole world of lowriding was looking on us. And where was it? It was right there in the middle of East LA, across from Stevens Steakhouse. So we put that together,
The Great Western Exhibit,
the
gente.
Great Western Exhibit. Unfortunately, it only ran 3 years. But before those 3 years ended, we had already started a chain in San Jose, in Arizona,
Bakersfield.
Bakersfield, San Diego, Northridge. Northridge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Devonshire Downs.
Yeah, Devonshire Downs.
Wow.
We did Santa Ana. We did San Bernardino. San Bernardino just lit up the
At
place.
the fairground.
At the fairgrounds, they had the swing auditorium, seating for 6,000 people.
Yeah, before he got crashed in by a plane.
Yeah, that was the third year.
Yeah, first year.
Yeah, so
I was there.
on the first year,
When the
Andy
plane crashed?
Douglas,
I was there in my truck.
yeah,
No, I had
Bugs and I were in that building the next day. That
Yeah.
happened.
yeah.
'Cause we were already gonna do another show. Yeah, man, it was crazy.
But so what happened was, it was the first time that people could see hopping in an elevated 6,000 people.
Wow.
6,000 people, and we had to charge $1 extra to keep the people out.
Keep the
Because-
people out.
Yeah, I mean,
What do you mean a dollar extra? Keep the people out.
in the hop,
Okay.
Oh, no.
in the hop, you know. So, and you know what? In those days, I think it was like $3 or $3.50 to get in. 3 to 350.
To get in the car show, a lowrider show, huh?
Yeah, 3
Hey, that was
to
pretty
3.
nice.
You hear that? You
In
hear that, promoter?
1977, it was 250. $2.50.
Obviously, we didn't do it for the money. It was for the love of the.
Yeah, because right now the shows are at $45, $50, $60,
Yeah, and,
$60
So-
plus parking.
So,
Yeah.
Parking.
So
looking back at all the years,
yeah,
you know, when you started
Yeah.
and you seen it grow, how do you feel about the shows today? Are they greater, bad, worse?
well,
I see a thumbs down back there.
yeah, you see, they'll never duplicate 1977.
No.
You know, because there was magic there. I mean, the first time that Andy from San Jose, they stood the car up.
Red's Hydraulics.
Not Red Hydraulics.
They came.
Andy.
Andy. Yeah, Andy. That's what
Andy's
Andy.
from San Jose. You know, stood it up, and like people were like you thought you were at a rock concert because of all the flashes.
Because I remember back
Yeah.
in the old days,
Yeah.
in the 70s,
Yeah.
we would hop the size of a bottle cap, and you
Uh,
thought you were really doing real good, you know?
16 ounces.
Yeah,
we
16
used to
ounces.
do that.
Oh my God,
We,
hopping.
9 inches, 9 inches.
I'm laughing because
So
80 something. A friend of mine,
Yeah.
we're young kids, and Pomona, and he had a 68, and we cut it out, and we put the cylinders in, and we hit the switch, and it went up half a can, and we're just like,
oh yeah, that was a big thing. But this is what happened in 1977. 1977, like a magical year for lowriding.
That's right.
First year of an official big lowrider happening.
Yeah.
First year, Lowrider magazine came out, and believe me, they didn't come out with anything this good. Their stuff was kind of like
Yeah, I remember the Lowrider magazine.
kindergarten or something like
Yeah.
that. You know, sixth grade.
Thank you.
You know, no, I mean, it was.
No, I
it
get it,
needed
I
a
get it.
lot of work.
Yeah, I get it.
It
Because
needed a lot of work.
back in
Yeah.
because I didn't never finish
Yeah.
high school. I was in the printing
Right.
and stuff like that. And one of our clients was Freeman Magazine,
Right.
so he would bring his stuff in, his scans in, and we would tell him, "Go, well, no, you bring a 12-pack, and we'll make your colors and your cars pop on the print."
Wow.
But, you know, that was back then.
What? Eddie,
Oh, Andy, we had a light go out.
It's okay.
The small one. It's
So
okay.
That's pretty.
so
Yeah.
not only did that happen, the car shows, the magazine, from our show that year, Lowrider expanded from 16 pages in the Great Western Exhibit.
Yeah.
It went up to 40 pages.
Lowrider
Now-
magazine.
Lowrider magazine, and 16 were just on our car show.
Yeah.
And Tony Bill was there from Boulevard Nights. He was there for 3 days with his writer and one of the secretaries. And they got all the guys to interview, just like you're doing here,
Yeah,
but
doing
not this impressive.
Yeah.
And they got
Thank you,
Boulevard
sir.
Nights going. 1977, November, they filmed Boulevard Nights.
Yeah.
So they picked together all these stories
Gotcha.
and all that,
Gotcha.
and they pieced it together. They came out with Boulevard Nights, and
79.
it
Well,
actually was 78.
78.
Yes,
But they were
78.
going to stop it, and then it got released anyway.
Right,
Because they gave us VHFs,
right,
and they said, "Hey, pass them out, pass them out."
right.
They told me pass them out to people, so we stopped passing them out
Well,
like candy, like flyers,
Well-
passing out VHFs, at that time. Huh?
Big old tapes.
this is what's funny because Tony Bill did. They were always denying that they were not at the Great Western. I go, how can you not be there? And we were there for 3 days. You know, how would I know the writer? How would I know this? And how would at least 12 other guys with cars got you to sign up? You signed them up. And but and it said 45th anniversary, and I go, hey, it should be 46th. And they go, oh no, it was released in 79. I go, it wasn't released in 79 because in 1978 we were raffling off one of your cars for $1 that was in the movie. It had a main part. It was a main car. Kabushi's Sweet Sensation,
Yes,
a
yes,
Riviera
Riviera.
in the upholstery shop. And so I actually drove that car into the drive-in with 30 other cars from Spirit, and we watched the movie in 1978.
Yeah.
And I go, wait a minute, we raffled that car away in 78.
For
So how
dollar,
was it
dollar a
released?
ticket, dollar a ticket, yeah.
You know,
The El Camino.
yeah.
That is El Camino was
Yeah.
raffled off for $1, $2 a ticket,
Yeah.
$1.50 a ticket.
Anyway, so
That's
we
cool.
we raffled the car, and a little girl won. She was 16 years old.
Damn.
But her parents signed for it.
Yeah.
And but anyway, then everybody started doing car shows, and I still didn't understand how big it was going to get.
Yeah.
After the release of Boulevard Nights, Lowrider capitalized on that, and they did a big show in the LA Convention Center, and they drew in 1979.
79, yeah. I remember
They
that.
drew a little bit over 20,000.
Because I remember Lowrider was
Wow.
so it was you guys did a show first, and also
No,
they
no.
had, they did a show.
They did the show first.
first. They did it within 3 months or 2 months apart. They
Nope.
kind of 3
2
months.
weeks.
Two-
apart.
I remember that because there was a conflict. So wait a minute.
Yeah, there was a big conflict because what I go, hey, my advertisement didn't come out. What's going on? And then I see whole pages of their show, and I go, oh, this is messed up. You guys stabbing me in the back. You know, this I told you in advance, if you're going to do something out here, because they had already did a show in 78 in San Jose. And so when they came down and they did it 2 weeks before me, and we can't pull out. And so it even worked out better because I had no idea how much people were involved.
Yeah.
So on 2 weeks before the Great Western, Lowrider does the LA Convention Center. Unfortunately for them,
It went bad.
well, what happened was I told everybody, if you show their show, you can't show our show. That's that. That's that. You're either loyal to us or you go with them. So whoever showed their show, and they didn't make the expectations as far as cars. They drew 150 cars.
Wow.
Now their hop, instead of having it outside to fill in the space, they moved it to inside to fill in the empty space.
Yeah.
And we did our show. 300 plus came. Lifestyle showed strong. The Majestic showed strong. It was a big show, and it was the last show at the Great Western.
Yeah, I remember that
And
show.
and Lowrider had big sponsors and stuff. Slits Malt Liquor and big ads and all that. And they never came back to LA for 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, we drove them out of LA, you know. I mean, it was good to feel that way,
Yeah.
you know, and but you know, business was business.
Yeah.
But this is the dumb part. 15,000 with us, 20 plus thousand with them. That's
Yeah.
almost 40,000
Yeah.
people in 1979. 1979. If we were smart, Chicanos, we would have put on a show the next year together.
Yeah.
But of course, we didn't.
Yeah.
And we started our chain while we had already started a chain, San Diego. We even went to San Jose, and we went to
Like
Arizona.
a route where you guys were going.
Yeah.
And everybody knew.
We had
We had a following.
yeah. So
Cool.
and it was hitting, but around the mid '80s, everything kind of died out, and then there was too much competition.
Yeah.
Too much competition.
Kind of what's happening right now.
You know, and so nobody was making money, and you're depleting the bigger shows.
Yeah.
And nowadays, or since the mid '90s, car shows are buku bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, I give credit to Sam Torres and Lowrider and Joe Ray, who's doing these big shows,
Yeah.
because those are the shows people are going to remember. Your family's going to remember.
Yeah.
Is those big shows, not the Kmart parking lot shows,
Yeah.
because there's one every week. Not the hamburger cruise.
They're a lot
But
of fun though.
you know, yeah, they are a lot of fun, and
What? But one way.
the money don't cost as
Yeah,
much. either.
yeah. Some of
Yeah,
those are free.
I judged 2 Las Vegas shows for Joe Ray. That's super
Two Las
shows.
Vegas shows
Yeah.
with Joe Ray, yeah?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, can we take a little small commercial break
Yeah.
for a minute, and then we'll
Sure,
go right back and
sure,
continue this?
sure.
Okay, I want to bring Charlie in for a minute to advertise his show is having for New Year's.
No problem.
And okay, just you only one, please move right here. Yeah, that's good. Buzz, you want to take?
Yeah.
Charlie, want to come in for a minute? Yeah, we're gonna bring you in.
You have the keys to it?
You got the keys over there.
All right.
Come on, Charlie. Oh, I had to check this out, man. Before every little commercial break, Bugs was going to the restroom, so we're taking a little break here. We're gonna bring in Charlie, man. That's right, Charlie. Yeah, big Charlie. And before we go any further into, let me do a couple of shout outs to some of my gente, my reps that represent Frank's Hats. And I'm gonna shout out to we're gonna go on to Ray from 41 Chevy 6th Street Bridge. We're gonna go to the LA Boulevard. That's right, in LA. That's Ronnie. That's right. And my VIP rep from Lorraine. And I got on and on. So I'm going to go about halfway through the list. All you reps out there are watching me. I know you guys are watching me and seeing if I remember you. I remember you. So we're going to keep on going with, we're going to Xavier from the Harbor. That's right, Xavier. I see you pumping that they lift that weights all the time. I see you on TikTok. Jezebel from Hollywood, man. I saw you the other day with Angel One magazine out there. You were doing out there photographing. I know you're watching me because you text me. They says, I'm going to watch you, Frank. That's right. And Lorena from Bakersfield in Tamien. All right. And Yoli, all the way from Bakersfield, Central California. We're out there. They're my reps. And we got also, we have, who we got? Krishna. We got Christina from Molesto out there with Sandra. Sandra, big shout out to Sandra. I thought I might have Sandra. I'm going to continue my little reps in a while, but I'm going to leave off with Sandra and then we'll come back. But we're going to bring in Charlie's big old New Year's party. And before we go there, gente, we're going to bring in Angel Babies, man. We're going to bring in, you guys know that Angel Babies, the new host of Arc Bowl. That's right. And he's on tonight, gente. He's on tonight. You guys know that? 9 o'clock tonight, he goes on.
Tuesday through Thursday.
He's going on. That's right. From Sunday to Thursday, right?
Yes,
Sunday to Thursday, he's Arc Bowl. And he's around the world, around the mundo. That's right. So if you're riding from Arizona, you're going to Colorado, coming to visit your family here in California, or you're going to Arizona or Texas, then find the Arc Bowl station at 9 o'clock. And he's on now because it's 2-hour difference.
Yeah.
Angel Baby. And another thing I want to let you know, besides the Arc Bowl station, the Angel Baby is also on Friday nights. That's right. Friday nights, a Cruising Oldies show live, man. That's mañana. Tomorrow, you guys can call him up direct. This is Angel, man. Congratulations. And he's streaming live, man, he's streaming live himself from KCAA radio.com. You can find him. And if you can't stream because you're driving, you don't want to get a DUI ticket or a ticket, go into your Carucha. I know you guys are digital and go to 106.5 FM or 1080 AM. And you can listen to him live. That's right, from 6 to 9 p.m. mañana. And that's right, on KUCK and KCAA radio.com. And you can call in for your dedications también. So mañana, if you want to call in, you have your wife problem, tell your wife you're sorry, your girlfriend you're sorry, or tell your vato you're sorry. Call in for your dedication at 909-383-1000. That's right. That's the new radio station. And go on to the store app and put it on your phone. So every Friday you can listen to Angel Baby. And Charlie, you're on, Charlie. So what's going on, Charlie? What's
you
going
can
on?
download the app from the store, the iPhone store, and you can be on that all the time, man.
Yeah,
That's right.
That's how I listen.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah.
I think right now we have about almost close to 400 shows, that are on there on the podcast. So you can go back to any of those shows and listen to
You
them.
go back onto them, man. You can just go back. I want to go last Friday or 2 Fridays ago. I missed it.
You can go 5 years ago and
Oh, not there.
find them. Yeah,
That's
Not to
good.
look for it in the cassette.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
you
so
had-
we've been on for a little over 5 years, I believe.
Wow.
Uh,
That's awesome.
And this is Charlie's
Yeah.
radio station. He's under Round Two Entertainment. A few other names too. Are that what
Yeah,
names
Round
are
Two
there?
Entertainment. Yeah,
Round Two Entertainment.
yeah. And we have the studio, Legacy Two Studios.
The studios.
Yeah, so
He has a recording studio for all you actors out there who want to start singing and stuff. You know, we had the opportunity with Christian Garcia, the youngster. He's been practicing a couple of times. He's been sick. Sorry he couldn't show up to your thing. He was sick.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, he was sick and his throat was all
Yeah.
raspy, and and he didn't want to be embarrassed in front of Willie G with
Willie
raspy,
G, yeah.
raspy throat, singing his song.
Yeah.
So he said,
You know what? We were so busy. I was like, where is this guy at, man? But then I got busy and I
that's
forgot
okay.
about it. Yeah, but
It's okay,
Right,
man.
yeah,
He's
no, next
coming
year.
through. Yeah, next year he's coming through.
next
And
year
I
we'll
heard
do
you
it.
got something going on, Charlie. What's going on New Year's, man? I know
Yeah,
it's a big bash.
we got the Angel Baby New Year's bash. So we're doing it down the street at 197 2nd Street at the Cosmo Lounge. It's a pretty nice place, and we're gonna have a gourmet dinner, you know, and they're gonna have prime rib and chicken, all different stuff. So if you like that, or you can just get in and watch the show, you know. So we have Michaela Rivera, we got Elvia Gavana, we got Rich G on the Midnight Cruisers, we got Rocky Padilla, and featuring Ray Carrion. He's gonna be playing the guitar on those during the show, so it's gonna be pretty cool. And we got a comedian, Young Beeb, so
So get you
gonna be
going,
good.
but you have to have a couple of drinks and you want to laugh, you know, throw
Yeah.
Laugh, hear the music, put on your Santa Claus.
yeah, yeah.
Am
So,
I invited to the show, Charlie?
of course.
Okay, I'll be, you know, Charlie, I will be, I'm gonna show up, but I'm gonna show up kind of late. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah. Go down there.
My
Yeah.
daughter is having surgery that day, New Year's Eve.
Oh, okay. Oh, really?
She's having surgery, throat surgery.
Oh, I
So,
hope it goes well.
Yeah, so also, but I know she's gonna be in during that 4 hour process and then the surgery process.
Yeah.
So man, if I'm gonna sit there, sit there and on a chair at the waiting room, I was gonna go out the
You might as well
throw
sit at the.
and then come back. She'll be asleep.
Yeah, yeah, right.
I think I'm gonna be hitchhiking that day.
You won't know that you're missing that.
I'm gonna be
As long as you know
hitchhiking.
when she wakes up.
Yeah, that's right.
You
She'll
can
never
pick me
miss
up.
me.
Yeah, so
I might come for a couple hours. No, just a couple hours and then take off.
it'll be cool because when we planned this, we didn't know that Angel Baby was gonna be taking over the Art LeBeau show, you know. So that's cool. So now he's he's
Blown
getting there
up.
now.
He's
Yeah.
blown up.
Right. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
we've been working on it for years. I've been telling him, man, pretty soon. Everybody would tell me, nah, it's gonna be so and so and so. So I'm not gonna name any names.
Yeah, yeah. That's
And
it.
I told him, you know what? You bet on your horse. I got my horse right here.
Right there.
My money's on
We just
him.
won $1,000.
My
Came
money's
in
on
big.
him.
He came in
We
big.
won $1 million right now, man. We're millionaires. So.
It's a joke. Angel knows what I'm talking about because everybody used to say, this guy's gonna win or that he's gonna do this and blah blah blah. I go, I got my money on this horse right here, so and I put my money on it. So,
I'm so happy for him.
Hey, that is sharp,
so,
man. That is a sharp thing. You know, Angel Baby, he well deserves his gente.
yeah,
And I know he's getting a lot of texts. Give him a little break. Give him a little break.
yeah.
Give him a little break.
His phone's been blowing up, man. I called him last couple of days, and he got back to me like at 6 o'clock, and I go, man, I thought I was gonna have to call your secretary now.
Right?
I
Right?
wasn't able to get through, but he goes, no, I didn't forget about you. I didn't forget about you.
Yeah.
But tomorrow we'll be over at the KCAA radio doing the Tuesday oldie show, and it's from 6 to 9. You can call in and wish him, the best, and then you could pick a song, and dedicate.
That's right, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Dedicate a song to
Then we'll
someone.
get it in the magazine.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the number is 909
yeah.
383 1000. Easy number to remember.
And if you listen in, we're going to be giving away tickets also on the show.
Man, tickets.
So, yeah.
Oh, tickets to the show, man.
On New Year's
Yeah.
Eve, right?
For New Year's Eve, yep.
New Year's Eve. That's
So listen, call
that's
in,
good.
make your best. I know my mom calls in like 3 times every show, man. She's a diehard. She's 80 and she's 87 years old.
Tickets, 2 tickets for a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
nice.
my dad's 91 and they have their dedications ready for Angel. They love Angel. Angel comes to, he's like family. He comes to all our parties, their birthday parties and everything. So, Yeah, so
Hold on, man. Can you guys hear that, man? Awesome. Happy New Year's. Remember the biggest party in the world, man. The Mundo.
It's happening
Remember
right
that,
here.
the word
Right,
Mundo,
the
man. The
Mundo.
world. As I always say world. You know, the biggest party in the world, the Mundo, man, is going to be this party
right here in Pomona.
Down the street.
down the street.
Down the street, man. I'm 2 blocks from here.
Two blocks from here. You know, you can walk.
Yeah.
Don't tell them where we're at.
Yeah, don't tell them where we're at. The party's not here, man.
It's top secret, man.
But it's going to be happening.
I walked up to the building and they had closed signs, and I go, shit, I wonder if they're open. I wonder if they're open. You know, but, yeah.
We have prison gate sign, you know, with a couple of guard dogs there. Woo, woo.
We got protect.
How's your radio station? How long have you had your station?
We've been doing the radio, I think, for almost 6 years now.
6 years, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we started doing the Angel Baby shows about 8 years ago,
Okay.
and then we were paying, different radio stations to advertise.
Yeah.
And I told Angel, let's do our own thing. I'll buy some time, and we'll do our own radio show. So he started doing it. I just hang out with them. I'm not a good talker, so I hang out there,
Yeah.
crack a few jokes.
Yeah. I see it. I see
Tiny-
it.
the tiny-
the
yeah,
little
yeah,
dog
yeah.
at the table.
And the little dog goes, yep.
Okay.
Tiny.
It's on the table. They asked her to be the radio station mascot. So,
Right.
yeah, so they took pictures of her and everything. So they got her on the radio website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
That's good. I heard it was her birthday. Someone told me it was her
yeah,
birthday.
my birthday was on Saturday. Yeah.
Birthday.
No,
Happy
it
birthday.
was a Saturday. I don't even know, man. On the 16th, whatever that was.
Okay, well, that's
Yeah.
close enough, you know.
Yeah.
I think we're the 19th, so it's 3 days ago.
Yeah, 3 days ago. Yeah, that's how I'm getting old, man. But yeah, it was my birthday. We were supposed to go out to dinner, but man, there was so much traffic. It's crazy. I've been driving like to Ventura. I've been working up there, and I went to Ventura the day before yesterday. Then yesterday I went to Arizona, checked out my jobs, and came right back. So I put in like over 1,000 miles in the last 2 days. So
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of miles. Remember tomorrow? Remember our date, mañana? Huh?
yeah, no, I know.
He has a dad. Now, Charlie here, he has a place, man. And I'm gonna take pictures of it and post on my website. He took me to a place about maybe 4 months ago. So, and we had some huevo rancheros, man. He told me, I'm gonna take you someplace.
Yeah.
We ate it, man. And I forgot how to get there, but I can still smell them.
You know they're good at beating
Yeah.
I'll pick you up and take you.
That place is good. Actually, my friend is buying that restaurant.
Did he buy it already?
Yeah, it's in escrow right now. So, yeah, it's called the Rodeo Cafe,
Royal Cafe
Yeah.
and Jurupa.
and on Ediwanda and Arupa, almost on the corner of Arupa and Ediwanda right there.
What's the best time to pick you up tomorrow, Charlie?
I don't care, whatever time.
Well, I can pick at 4:30 in the morning.
That was yesterday, man.
Hookers.
Yeah, I was up at 1:30 getting ready to go to Arizona, but I don't know about
They're out.
9.
9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay, gente, we're gonna be at that restaurant mañana around about 9:30. And come on down and support that restaurant, man. The huevo rancheros are the bomb, man. We're gonna be there. Charlie's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there as Frank's Hats and Bad Habit Magazine's gonna be there, man. We're gonna have some breakfast.
Have some
That's
coffee.
The bomb. Some coffee. Some badass
Yeah.
place. The bomb. The bomba, man. How did you find this place, Charlie?
I grew up right there. So before that, it used to be the Cowboy Cafe, and then they sold it. It was run by Güeros, and then they sold it to these Mexicanos. So
Yeah.
they're the ones that have it now. They changed the name to the Rodeo, and
Rodeo, huh?
they've been there for I don't know, like 10, 12 years.
What was that?
Yeah. So, and when people left there, the new ones came in, but the food stayed the same. They give you generous portions, and the food is really good.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay,
But they're only open till 2.
see, how about you, Bad Habit? Let me hear you say something, man.
I'm good. I'm
You're
good.
Okay. All right. How about you,
Ready.
Carlos?
I say we go right now.
Okay. We sound good. We sound good.
They
man.
open at 6 and close at 2, though.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Yeah.
Okay. And remember, the New Year's party, I'm pointing at it right there. I'm
Yeah,
pointing at-
yeah. Get
we
your
got-
tickets.
We got the midnight Cruisers, man. That is the baddest band around, man. You know what that band? Yeah, they're tight. I remember Tierra back in old days, the Pasta House. And the Pasta House when Tierra was the house band. And they were tight. It was a tight group, man. They played some badass sounds. I remember I used to go there, man. And I ain't gonna say no more about that, why I went there, but it was a badass place. I used to go there, Pasta House.
I know what you mean.
And
Don't forget we're live.
remember, we're the same age. That was my other life. I was Freddie Torres. I had a different name at that time.
Oh,
I had a different name at that time. You know?
that's
So,
right.
you know,
That's
I mean,
right.
and
I
then,
did hear about that.
but the midnight, that yellow stuff. Now the Midnight Cruisers is a band like that, man. I gotta give a prop to Rick G and his
Yeah,
and some
Rick
of
G, yeah.
and his rest of his band. They have a Zoot Suiter and they have a badass band. They got maybe a couple guys left the band. I don't know why for a reason, but everybody else is pretty tight, strong band. They sing, man. The music is bad. If you can have a next wedding or quinceañera or you have something going on, get a hold of the Midnight Cruisers, man. If you can't find them, then call me, Frank, at 909-636-4733. I will guide you the direction and I will guide you to Charlie's radio station también, man. I will guide you to streaming live mañana, Cruising Oldies at 9 at kcaaradio.com. Remember from 6 to 9, and you catch them at 106.5 FM, 1050 AM, and you can stream them live and call in, man. And the new Cruising Oldies with Angel Baby, the host from Arthur LeBeau Station. You
Yeah,
can't find anything better.
Get your
Yeah, there's
dedications
not too
in.
many live radio shows
No,
anymore.
no.
So you can actually call in and speak to them
Yeah, you call
and
us.
be on the radio, so
At the same
that's
time.
cool. Yeah.
This right now reminds me of, like, remember the Sancho show?
Sancho Show,
Yeah.
Pasadena.
Yeah, remember
See
that?
that Pasadena. I used to go there too and hang out there once in a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that guy Vato. But this is the place, man. This is Charlie, New Year's party, man. And he's gonna have Ray Cardion, as I said, lead guitar player. And you see him at Steven's Steakhouse all the time. He throws parties all the
There's
time.
a lot of events. Yeah.
Avia Carina. I always have trouble pronouncing him. She's gonna be there. Rocky's gonna be there. Who else gonna be there?
Michaela Rivera.
Cara Rivera.
Yeah.
She's gonna be
Rocky,
there.
we got some new songs, so he's gonna be debuting them.
And
that
they
day,
record
yeah.
your studio?
Yeah,
They recorded your studio, huh?
yeah. They were written by Joey Quinones, but we recorded them. Yeah. So,
Okay, now I heard you had Rocky and somebody else there too.
yeah, we had Lady Old School working with her.
Huh?
We're ready. We're ready to. We're gonna be releasing a bomb song. She's doing. It's gonna be a good one, man.
All right, man. All right.
Yeah,
That's good, man. It's gonna be coming out, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna be coming out.
Next year, we're looking at 2025.
We got a lot of music coming out next year. I got a couple songs from Rocky. I got another song from Jacob G, which is Willie G's son, that we already recorded and I'm gonna be releasing. I got a couple songs from Alvia that were never released. I got another song like this song from Lady Old School that we're doing. We'll be releasing that. I got some songs from Daisy Girl.
Is it girl? Okay.
Yeah, sure. We'll be releasing those as well. So we've already recorded them. We just doing the final touches.
I'm gonna have to keep practicing with my little guy from May 2026, not 2025. Not ready, but 2026 it might be ready.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens. Huh?
I've been saving up for 2025. So
Yeah, right now.
yeah,
So that's good.
we're gonna start the year with a bang or a bomb.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Boom.
At the comment, Auto Lodge, and on 197 East Second Street in Pomona, man. It's gonna be happening. That's where the bomba's gonna be, man. The
Yeah.
bomba, big boom boom. Happy New Year.
Right. Right.
It's gonna be todo madre, Charlie, man. It's
Yeah.
good, man.
Good luck to you. Appreciate
Thank you.
it. Good luck.
Todo madre, man. All
I
right.
used to promote back in the day, so
Oh,
Yeah,
I went.
gonna do a shout out for
I started doing a Battle of the DJs in like 1979. Yeah,
It's a Pico Rivera Sports Arena, man.
I did them like around Riverside and stuff. Yeah, I remember we hired Tony G he was like just a DJ, back in the
I was a DJ at that time
days,
too,
yeah.
and I was in the battle DJs.
Yeah. So we used to throw a show every month,
Yeah.
back in those days.
What was your name
What's
again?
what's selector? Oh, my DJ thing was
In those days, it was C&E.
C&E?
Promotions.
And then
Disco Boogie Motion.
Disco Boogie Motion. There you go.
I battled it out, but
I seen the flyer.
I battled it out in Orange County. I think
Yeah.
with other DJs.
I seen
That
the
was a lot of
flyer.
fun, huh?
Yeah, a lot of fun. It was
Yeah,
great.
we used to go all over. We go like to Santa Barbara, wherever, San Diego, you know. do
That's
shows
what
all over the
selectors
place.
used to be around. Remember
Yeah.
selectors? He was a promoter at that time.
Yeah,
He promoted different music, dances, and different things going
right.
on. Yeah, back in those days,
Yeah, they
man.
used to have the little and right there in Rupa Valley, was it used to be Riverside. You know,
Riverside, yeah,
they
Riverside.
had the Palomino station. I don't know if you ever been there. It's a little place right there off of Limonite.
I remember that
Yeah.
name.
Yeah, yeah,
we
that's
used to,
right.
we used to do a
Remember
lot of
that
shows there.
name.
I remember
Yeah.
that was all over the place, man.
That was
Big old hoodlum.
way back.
That was way back.
I was
yeah.
young, super young.
Yeah, that was in like
I was young too, man. I was only
1979,
16 at that time. Yeah,
That's when I was causing trouble.
yeah that's yeah. Okay, we're still young. We're still young men. There's still young men on. Let's see what this is like, man.
I'm still
Still
young.
young man. He's at Charlie's birthday, man. I'm not gonna see how old he is, but Charlie's hitting that. You know, gente.
My mom told everybody on the radio.
He's about. Oh, she told him already.
Yeah. She called in. She goes, I want to say happy birthday to Junior. They still call me Junior. So they said, I want to say happy birthday, Junior. He's 66 today. My Sherry told everybody. It's only a number.
I was gonna say
It's only
40.
a
I was
number.
gonna say 44.
Yeah.
45, you know, make it sound good. You know.
Late 30s.
I tell everybody at 18 with a bullet.
That's why I always
that's my
tell
favorite
people
song,
trying 22. You know. How about you, Carlos?
I'm the same age as you are.
Oh yeah. We're 22.
How old is that?
23,
Get out
I
of
want to say, man.
That's it. That's good enough for us, man. Thank goodness. Okay.
Before we get there, I want to do a shout out to my car club for last Saturday on November, the Day of the Dead. We had a car club dance. We raised money. Had a lot of fun raising money. It was a good dance. We took all that money and we bought toys.
Oh, good.
And then this past Saturday, we're out in San Bernardino off of Fish Street, cruising around those streets and giving out the toys.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah, my club does it. This is our 4th year doing it, and I just want to give them a shout out because
Yeah.
How about the shout outs? How about the shout outs? How about the shout outs? There's Angel Baby
I
shout
want to
outs.
shout out a couple people real quick, and I'll do this. I want to shout out Little Willie G because I've been helping the last couple of years do his toy drive, and we had it on
Oh, that's right.
December 6th. You know, we got a lot of toys, and they'll be passing them out this Saturday, and from I think noon
In the
to
church.
3 o'clock. Yeah.
The church, yeah.
Yeah, and I want to shout out Daniel's Creations for painting my car. Man, he did a bomb job. I just got it yesterday. I took it back to my shop, so now I'm gonna start working on it. You know, so I'm excited about that. Thank you, Daniel.
Right, Daniel.
And
It's a really nice paint job. I've seen pictures.
yeah,
I'm like super jealous.
it's a '64 Impala.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually bought that car when I was 15 years old. I was mowing lawns, and I seen it there, and I asked the guy how much for the car, and he told me $25, and I was like, oh shit, man.
Andy,
I gotta get some money, so I started mowing a lot of lawns.
It's okay. Okay, Angel, this is what we're gonna start it. You're probably listening on the way to the station at KUCR over there. I mean, at the station to Anina over there where you're going to Arclabo. But we're gonna start this way and play around with you a little bit, and we're gonna say, okay, this is Angel Baby Baba.
baby.
Hey, Baba. And we got some live dedications right now. Calling. Who's on the line? Line 1.
Yeah, no, just about that Baby Bubba. You were in my studio, and I could hear you say Baby Bubba. I called up Angel, and I go, listen, this guy's imitating you. And you were saying Baby Bubba. Baby.
We're laughing, huh?
We're laughing, man. Yeah, but anyways,
Line 1. There goes. Line 1. What's the dedication?
we got some dedications here to the LA Dodgers from George Z. It says, we are champions by Queens. Then we had another a dedication to Christian Garcia from Frank's Hats.
Oh.
I'm so proud by the impressions.
Okay, line 4.
Yeah, and then, we had one here from to Tony from Bonnie, Two Lovers by Mary Wells.
Okay.
A shout out even here to me saying happy birthday, and then
Okay, all right.
and then there's
Happy
a
birthday, Charlie.
yeah. So
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Charlie. Can we sing happy birthday to you, Charlie? Can we sing
I
happy
say we
birthday?
do it.
Yeah,
Let's say it.
yeah.
Grab everybody.
Yeah, it says a carol from Mark in Ontario. Just want to let you know I am serious. You are the one. It says the bells by the originals. So those are dedications we get
Okay, that dedication
like every
they get,
Friday.
Angel, every Friday night.
every Friday night. So
What
Listen
happens is Angel he gets a list going, and then when we're about to print, I call him up and he sends me the
yeah,
list.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, we've been
Yeah.
doing this for I think about a year now.
Yeah, no, I see that. It's nice.
You got to hint this. So this is a dedication request line. It's 909-383-1000. You can stream them at kcaaradio.com. That's right. Download the KCAA app on your phone from the App Store. That's right, man. And go ahead and look for Angel Baby, and you can find them on Friday nights from 106.5 FM and 10:50 a.m. and from 6 to 9, and call in. You can talk to Angel Baby himself direct, and that's probably him calling there. Live on Friday nights. Gracias, gente. And don't forget the New Year's party. Remember, this New Year's party and New Year's Eve at the Cosmos Lounge.
Yeah, get your tickets.
Tickets, that's right, gente. Your
Give me-
tickets, and get your tickets to Charlie. Call up Charlie himself, Charlie Pez. You AOL.com, and you call him at 951 500. Oh, $500. Come on, 951 500. You sound like the 800.
Yeah.
Call toll free, man.
Toll free. The party line.
7753.
Yeah,
That's
there you
right.
go.
7753.
Party line.
I'll even answer the phone personally.
There you go. There you go. You get to speak to the man himself.
Gracias.
All right, man. Thank you.
Gracias, Charlie. We'll see
Thank
you
you.
tomorrow morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
Hey, Mario, you want to come on, Mario? Mario's
There
gonna
you
give
go.
us a little just a fareway, goodbye. Come on, Mario. There's Mario. Mario's coming back on. He's giving us a little farewell. He's leaving. And then we're coming back to the Dos Chicanos podcast with the two autos that created lowrider shows indoors. But go ahead, Mario.
Hey, thank you, Frank, for having me. And if you guys want to join into our prayer group, I go live on Facebook Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday under Mario Moncada. That's Moncada. Send me a friend request. A little message there. Frank. I wanted to just let you know, man. Our first year in our prayer group, my wife would get a little business card. Somebody would send a prayer in, and she would write on it the prayer.
Yeah.
And then they would get back to us, and they would tell us, "Hey, God answered my prayer."
Yeah.
So she would write on the back, God answered the prayer. And then we would give the praise report. Our first year, just to let you guys know, man, that God answered. We had these little cards, and I put them in a jar, and then I had to get a bigger jar. He answered 465 prayers in 1 year.
Wow.
So that's more than one prayer a day that God
Yeah.
was answering,
That's right.
And we're blessed to have done this. It's a blessing. People inbox me and my wife. I mean, some crazy, not crazy, but what they're going through stuff,
Yeah.
And we feel honored, I'm gonna just say this real quick, man. I used to do it on my first year. I did it on a little, not an iPad, but one of those you get free at Verizon for getting a phone.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a tablet. It was like a little, and it broke. It broke. So I would do it on my phone. And one of the ladies on the group said, "Hey, do you have a Cash App?" I said, "Yeah." They bought me a laptop, Frank. My first year, my laptop. And I don't use that laptop for music. I don't put pictures on that laptop. It's only for prayer. It sits on the side of my couch, plugged in, ready to charge, ready to go on. My first year, we did it every day, 365 days.
Wow.
We had to cut back to 3 days a week,
Yeah,
Yeah, but hey, Frank, I want to say thank you, man, for having me. And man, you guys had a great story on car clubs, car shows. No, I know. I'm gonna listen on the way home. Put it on my little radio right there in my car. But I want to say gracias, Frank, and I just want to say a little prayer out right here, if you don't mind.
Hey.
Frank. So, Father God, I just come to you right now, Lord, and I just thank you for this time. Father God, I pray everybody here, Lord, that you would give them traveling mercies and get them home safely. Father God, I just lift up Frank and what he's doing right here, Lord, for you to continue for it to prosper, Father God, because we know he's doing it for the gente, for the people, as his heart, for his heart, Father God, he does this. He don't do it for money or fame or nothing like that. I know Frank. So I thank you, God, for blessing Frank and Angel Baby, Father God. And I just ask you to continue to be with those two men as they do what they're doing, reaching the gente. We love you, Lord. We give you all the glory and all the honor. Amen.
Amen.
All right,
Amen.
all right, all right.
Gracias, everybody. And
Thank you.
thank you
Angel
guys. God
Baby's
bless.
Angel Baby was in the house with us herself. Now, gente, let you guys know that Angel Baby's not God. Angel Baby's just doing his own. He's doing his own work relationship right now with radio
He's getting things right.
Yeah, he just said he's fitting himself in. He's
Yeah.
working his schedule around, and he will be back. Even if we're gonna change the station around to maybe a different time or a different day, he'll be back. But right now, just for the first podcast, maybe the second one, give or take, he'll be missing in action for a little bit. But he's not missing in action. He comes on at 105. He comes on at 9 o'clock in 20 minutes. When he comes on 30 minutes, he comes on 104.7 FM. That's right. He comes on the station, radio station, and he's worldwide. So all you gente watching on the internet right now and on all his Instagrams and Facebooks and TikTok and then YouTube, you guys are not from this area. Some of you guys are from Texas, Arizona, Colorado, Washington, Florida. Because I send hats all over the world. So all you gotta do is go and find your local station that has Arclo Bowl, and you're gonna hear Angel Baby. And remember, if you hear him tonight, because some of you people can't catch him on Friday nights unless you stream him live on the website. But if you're over there right now, you want to listen to Angel Baby right now, go on your local Arclo Bowl station and tune in, and he'll come on. If you're in California, he'll come on at 4 o'clock, 9 o'clock. If you're out of California, he's already on. Okay, gente. Angel Baby still will be in the podcast, but we have to work around it. This first week. Okay, so we're back with Carlos and Bugs, man. Okay, Carlos and Bugs. Where we leaving off at? You guys said you guys have when Lowrider Magazine started their first show, and you guys were having a conflict between
Right.
2 weeks apart.
Right.
What was the reason for that? I mean,
Well, they had sponsorship, and their whole magazine. We're just two guys, and we worked with the clubs. I mean, we've been doing clubs since the late '60s, and well, Fernando is not here. His brother was in the East LA Classics.
that's how you said,
My-
but the class.
my-
I always
my-
thought the classes were from Santa Ana, the original.
No, they're not the original
Oh, yeah, huh?
East LA Classics. And then
How do we
one of the guys
how do we
who got-
verify this though?
how do I verify? We just get the East LA Classics. They were before Santa Ana Classics. East LA Classics around 64. Santa Ana Classics 1969. And they're the first ones to put an organized car show. I mean, it was there, but with it.
And the Santa Ana class was 69. Because
Yeah.
I have a friend of mine, Rocha, bless his soul. I mean, he passed away, a very
Right.
personal friend of mine.
Yeah.
And I used to really love the guy,
We all did. We all did. We all loved them. We all did a lot of things. They invited us to a lot of things.
Yes, he did.
And
Very humble.
and their car shows, they were nice. They were good, but the containment was too overwhelming. I mean, you go to a park and it's a great turnout of cars. In fact, we went over there with a group in 75. In 75, we took like 150 guys and about 60, 70 cars.
Wow.
And we were missing a lot of cars.
Yeah.
It was just, but when we pulled up, oh my God, there was at least 5,000 people there. So that was one of the things I said, we got something here, but how to put it together money wise.
Money wise.
I mean,
Now, who was the money backup at that time? Because I know it was expensive.
everybody had to chip in. I mean, if it wasn't for his dad, he's the one that actually told me, he goes, listen, mijo, you're going to do your car show this year in 78. I know you got a down payment. He goes, would you like another money man behind you? And I go, well, I'm going to stick with the Imperials
Yeah.
and the music commissioner.
Right.
he had a lot to do with entertainment. And I go, he goes, do you know they're trying to do a show behind your back? And I go, what? He goes, you better check on your Imperial guys. They're doing a show with a guy from Boulevard Nights, Tony Bill, and
Tony Bill was behind that. I'm surprised.
he promised them the world.
Okay, he had the money man. Well, he was there.
Yeah, so he promised, and then they were affiliated with this guy named Earl Greenwood.
Yeah.
Earl Greenwood had a kicking ass car from the Imperials, and he was in the movie industry. In fact, he was working on the set with Laverne and Shirley.
Okay.
So Tony Bill, Earl Greenwood, and Earl Greenwood went and tried to sneak his way around the contract. And Charlie told me, his dad told me, and I go,
Charlie was there. When you say Charlie, is a guy called. I know a guy called Charlie.
but anyway, but his dad, he was unique. He was into everything. If earrings came out or something, he would go, hey, I'm gonna invest in that. And I go, he goes, I know where the market's at. If new toothpaste came out, he
knew where the money was at.
I want to invest in your show. And he goes, get rid of the Imperials and get rid of the music commissioner. They're stabbing you in the back. And I go, well, I'll find out. So I found out.
Yeah.
And then I talked to the Imperials and they go, we're going to do our own show. And I go, we did all this trouble and you're trying to cut me out. And I go, okay. So I had to do a strategic game against them.
So everybody pitched in the club from your club, the Spirit Car Club, or Group Car Club.
No, the group had nothing to do with anything. But anyway, and then the Imperials didn't have anything to do with anybody because they were going to do their own show.
Right.
But what happened was I had a date September 30th.
Right.
And the Great Western people told me they could come and do a show 2 months before you.
Right.
That's the way our contracts read. I'm going to give you first right of refusal. So what I did was I moved the car show up at the Great Western to August 14th.
Okay.
And September 30th, I did a San Bernardino show, first annual San Bernardino. So
I remember that. I remember the
Yeah.
first car show hit.
And that's when
car
Andy
show
stuff
in-
started.
San Bernardino.
So that's when,
The Pharaohs.
yeah.
Yes, I
With
was.
the Pharaohs.
I was over there.
And
I went out
the
to that car
Pharaohs,
show.
Danny and the Pharaohs, they put in their part. And so now, by moving up the date of the Great Western, what happened was now the Imperials had either come 2 months after that date or 2 months before. So you're talking they would have to do June 14th. And that wasn't enough time. And then Tony Bill promised them the world. He backed out. He backed out, and he promised them the world. And I kind of felt bad. But we hit in 1978. We hit and we were making good money. And,
Yeah, we used to have my wife's cousin, the primo, there was a boxer. Remember, son of a
yeah, well,
Oh, yeah.
see,
son of a.
that's the thing with
Superfly.
I envision too. I envision to have
Yeah, that's my wife's cousin.
so
The name is Esther.
oh yeah, Esther, yeah.
We became good friends with him.
Yes.
And his brother Richie, who's world champion.
Right. So we would have not just a car show, we would have boxing show, and then we would have bands and we would have DJs.
Yeah.
I mean,
What?
I took Kid Frost over there when he was 12 years old.
Yeah, we kept Frost.
12 years old, he turned out the crowd. And
At 12, huh?
at 12 years old, I seen him in a backyard party, and I talked to his mother, and we had to rent a van and security with them, and it spank them in the hands when they were going for the beer and stuff. Him and his,
That's
him
like
and
my
his-
little guy. I have my little guy I'm working with.
Monte Carlo with Superfly on the grill.
yeah,
Yeah.
on the trunk. So So Albert, so Albert and them were boxing there. Eddie the Animal Lopez was boxing there, and Frank, Albert, and Eddie the Animal Lopez, they were in my wedding. You know,
I was
so
in your wedding.
yeah, all you guys were in my wedding. You know, and so like,
Too.
yep, we were doing good in those car shows. You know, but finally, the first wife, she got smart and, you know, hey, that's the way it goes.
I
That's
forgot
way
that.
it
I
goes.
forgot. That's
Yeah.
right. I
Yeah.
forgot.
But
I forgot I was
no, but so when the chain of car shows kicked off,
Yeah.
and it was going good, but then there were so many shows, and it had to be like, it just too much. You couldn't make any money, and then
Yeah,
I mean, we even started losing money,
right.
and but then the rock of the '80s came along, and we're making good dance money, you know, and that was
That's when the
we
DJs.
did
That's
my
when
dance.
disco
that was
and all this-
DJ.
Yeah, and we were drawing like 4,000, 5,000 people with half the money of a car show,
Yeah.
you know, and
There's
it
DJs
was
and
going
then-
good. We did about
Elvira.
16, 20 of them,
Yeah.
16, between 16 and 20 of them within a course of 5 or 6
I
years.
remember one time I went to I was invited to a battle of DJs at the Pico Rivera, and a bunch of DJs and a bunch of the DJs
Yeah.
in the area over there.
Yeah.
And I was called this a boogie motion, but
Right.
I also played funk.
Right.
So when I went over there to DJ these guys, everybody's playing all this in the same music I already know. DJ said, "Well, now I'm gonna play because they're playing the same songs." And I said, "Oh shit!" So now I came out with funk, and then I blew everybody's mind. I said, "What?" Shit.
Well, this
I
was
gave my cameo and I gave my cameo come function and stuff like that.
Cameo
And
was fun.
bounce to the ounce and stuff, and I came out that stuff, and
Zap,
people
rock.
was like went crazy. Like, wow, from DJ, from all this disco, everybody's dancing, disco dancing and stuff. So all of a sudden, I came out with funk.
well, you know, Zap and all them, you know,
Remember from the top, the Ontario Speedway, they used to have.
Oh yeah, it's true. Yeah. I played also there too.
yeah. So like all those times there were, you know, like there were great times, and finally like
What got
something
you-
happened in '85.
85.
Lowrider magazine, they stopped publishing, and then other magazine, Female, went down too, and the communication with the car shows was diminishing, and the mini trucks came up.
Yeah.
And then
I had a
Um,
mini truck.
so there was a little time there where low riding just
Nissan.
kind of just
That was in the 80, 45.
80, all through like 87,
Yeah.
and then it started to pick back up, and then Larry and the guys from Lowrider, they brought the rights, and boom, they hit. Alberto Lopez, he hit in 1989.
And then they sold out again. They sold out
And
too.
then they just progressed and moved, and we tried to get Easy E, and we tried to get all those groups before Lowrider had them. NWA, well,
Compton.
what's his name?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube. And then I mean they turned it out. They had like 40,000 in the Coliseum in the LA Sports Arena, and it was just beyond my imagination. But with the music, you know, it hit. But when we tried to do it in 1990, they wouldn't let us hire any rap groups or any gangster rap. You know,
Yeah.
they didn't even want Chicano rap. You know, so we're like,
Well, in these days itself, they have a lot of oldie but goodies and
Yeah.
not oldies,
Yeah.
but they're not a lot of saying like new the old school oldies.
Right.
They call it old school. To me,
Soldies.
oldies was new to me. It was brand
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
But now the old school is like Tierra and all stuff like
Right.
that. And Brian Rocky, like some guys were
Oh,
Rocky.
man,
They all
those-
play
those-
the cover songs are good.
those were
If you
great
want to
days.
go back in time, go to Santa Fe Springs Swap.
Yeah, they have a lot of bands there, man. You go back in time there. You go back there. And then Charlie puts out some pretty good sized shows. Now, he puts them out different places. He puts them out. He came up a long way too in those shows like you guys did. And then he puts them on often and but so many shows going on right now.
Yeah.
It's not too profitable to do a
Right.
show. Because we were planning to do a show a while back at the Canyon and then Montclair where you get
Right.
where you get DUIs. That's the police officer's favorite place to get DUIs.
Oh
And,
man, that's
And then we were gonna do, but so we canceled on that one. So we were gonna do a big show at that place called what's that place over there? The Indian reservation the one, but no, the one main angel.
Saboba.
Yeah,
Saboba.
15
Saboba, probably Saboba. They will out shows there before.
It's Yamaba.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, we were gonna do a big oldie but goodie show, Arkle Bowl, memories of Arkle Bowl, check my Wolfman Jack, and
I don't
and so-
understand.
but now I don't have to do it because now he's Arkle Bowl, so they're gonna do it for me. So
Oh, no, but right now at Yamaba, what was it called before? San Manuel. Well, they got a great place, you know, and every seat's a good seat, and I think it would hit. I mean, I
many
love
shows-
the
too
San
many shows.
Bernardino oldies but goodie shows. I always loved those ones. They would have like about 10, 12 acts, you know, and
Yeah.
and right there at Glen Helen, and I go, man,
Clean Howland, that's what
Yeah.
me and Angel were gonna do one at one time.
And,
I had my
We're
plans.
almost
So
there.
I
I was
would-
almost there. I was close to doing
I
it.
would
Yeah.
think that it would hit right there, and I wouldn't understand why they won't.
So they're gonna have it for him.
Yeah.
So it's
I know one of the main Indians from Yamaba.
yeah.
I worked at his house.
We did, huh?
Yeah.
But just called Sam Torres.
No.
Oh, man.
Everybody
Hey.
wants to cut.
Did you want to hear a good story about Sam Torres?
What's that? What's the story?
Okay, when he
Short
was
story,
when
short
he was a kid, 12 years old.
Okay.
So in 1978, he jumps the fence at the San Bernardino car show.
Okay.
So we catch him jumping the fence, and I go, "Man, what are you doing?" "Oh, I jumped the fence." And I go, "How old are you?" 12. And I go, "Did you read 12 and under is free with every parent?" And he goes, "Well, I'm sorry." I go, you could just stay in, you know, don't worry about it." And then,
That was Sam Torres, huh?
yeah, and then he goes, so when he started doing the shows at the convention center, he goes, "Bugs, you remember me?" I go, "No." "You remember me jumping the fence?" "I remember that." And he goes, "You inspired me to do the shows." And I go, "Man, just keep it up." And it's real good how these little things turned out. You know what I mean? And you know, like me, I say the more the better. If they're doing it, but try to work with each other.
Right.
You know, like if you're doing something 1 month, don't do it in the same day out of spite. You know, don't clash. If one promoter-
Let me ask Carlos, since we're still on the air. What's him? Give us a little bit of story what you know of the background of the car shows of the show and custom. Let's see. Let me hear some of your
Like I
story.
said, I started RG Canning. They hired me, the first Latino to be judge a hot rod, a white boy show. And that's where I got my experience. And then Bugs and I collaborated later. But we did our show and we perfected the judging system that is used today by everybody. And I'm still judging shows today. I mean, I do big shows, small shows. Whoever hires me, I did Alvera Street, 464 cars by myself
Wow.
because the judges didn't show up.
Why didn't you call me?
Oh.
You should have called me. I would have showed up.
I want us to get back in the groove, but it's,
yeah, but they only paid for like one judge.
Oh.
Oh man, some of these
Yeah.
promoters, they're like,
they don't want to pay, man.
and so he even developed a new system for that. And like I tell some of these promoters, I go, you ought to just put it in advance. There's only X amount of awards, and it's half of it's going to a charity, so it's hard to get good professional judging. And don't be upset if you don't win, if you lose by points, so what? You just come out to have a good time. I go,
So I get
Go ahead,
I
Carlos.
have a question for you. Since you've been judging since the 70s, how has the cars progressed? Is it more crazy? Is the paint?
Just really, yeah, it's all out there. Paint, the engraving. We
Engraving?
didn't have that back then, and just they put a lot of, 100,000, 200,000 in our car today.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where we built cars for $1,500, $2,000 back in the
Yeah.
day.
And that was crazy back then.
That was crazy back then.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have my,
actually, it was more than that, but like,
yeah, but the materials, but things,
Yeah.
That's what we tell the wives. Yeah, it's only gonna be 2,000.
well, this is how crazy it was.
yeah.
Our friend Kabusi, he sold his Riviera to us so we could raffle it away. Now, he used that $6,000 to put down on a house,
Oh wow,
you know, and,
Wow.
and, you know, and you know, same thing with Albert, the 65. We raffled away this 65 and
My brother's Pinto.
his brother's Pinot. We raffled
and
that
they
away.
bought houses with it.
They used it in wiser decisions.
Yeah.
In fact, going to uh, Warner Brothers Studios a couple of weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and they had a big 45th anniversary lowrider
Boulevard Nights.
Boulevard Nights, and they have pictures of Alberts and different stuff, and I go, is it possible we can get those pictures?
Yeah.
And they said, yeah, well, go through the right contacts or whatever, and so now since they did that, I'm under the impression they want to do Boulevard Nights too, or
They are.
something,
Yeah.
something
Cemetery, yeah.
similar.
Something like
You know,
that. But there's a
it's-
lot. There's a lot of people pushing different Chicano movies
they have
and
to.
stuff like
They
that.
have to because I didn't know this until maybe 8, 9 months ago. 29% of moviegoers are Hispanics. 29%. I thought it was like 16, 17%.
Now, I don't know. I don't.
29%.
You know,
I
like
don't know if this is true, but I read this morning that it was like 65% of movies that were involved Chicanos that were registered. It was 65% of Chicanos doing it rather than like everybody else. That was this year. So hopefully, I mean, we're breaking through.
okay, let's
Yeah.
go back to our storyline about the heart happening. So what happened,
There we
Carlos? So you're doing the car shows. How'd you guys end up getting out of it, or what stopped you guys?
Like Ruben said, it's just
Economy.
economy, things changed, punk rock, just everything changed.
It, it, and I think one of the more important things, just so much competition,
Yeah, competition.
but at a certain time in our age, we're making our own kids, bringing up our kids, bringing up, you know, and like, you know what, you need a regular job and steady pay. And you know what? I want to be there for my son's t-ball,
Right.
football, basketball.
Yeah,
Carlos raised up two kids that they're phenomenal. You know, like uh, pushed them hard on the grades and all of that.
It was crazy.
Now, you guys believe that in a way where if it wasn't for you guys starting these shows, you think you guys believe that the shows would have been the way they are now, or they would have been a whole different ballpark?
Well, but I think what really would have happened was it was going to happen anyway because the same year we did something, the Carnalos Unidos from Bakersfield,
Bakersfield.
they did something, but then again, it was like in a park and not really fully contained, but there was a lot of people there,
Yeah.
and it was organization,
Yes.
and they did a great job, but still they were having problems with one town versus another town. Delano versus
Now,
and
So they went to
Well,
the fairground. They went to the fairground.
well, they weren't at the fairgrounds yet.
Kirk County.
Yeah, because we did it with them.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I was there.
So,
I got 3
and they
trophies
did-
one time.
they-
You remember
we-
Frank, you remember
Yeah.
the story of Audie's car? It came
oh
in
my
candy,
God.
it came in candy red. By the end of the day, it was gold.
Yeah,
The
because
sun baked up.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I mean, it was so hot.
Yes, if
and,
you have your candy
the
paint
heat-
job and it bleeds, and it bleeds in the sun.
and so Cornalos and Needles were doing it the same year in 77. And the original individuals from Fresno,
Yeah, individuals. Yeah,
they
la gente.
I did 2 years later in Oxnard with Johnny Lazoya. Johnny Lazoya started putting things together. And so those everybody was developing and things started going. But like I said, in the 90s, it turned to a big money game. If you don't have 50,000, 100,000 nowadays, I personally think, and from seeing
Two plus.
200,000 plus, even up to 2 million. Now there's a big show in Arizona, the big show in Las Vegas. Uh, any convention center show, 2 or 3 days, uh, you could lose 100, 200,000 in one day.
Yeah, you could lose 50,000 just on the for the hiring the people, their union.
Yeah.
50,000
Oh,
is on them.
yeah. But like I said, those are the shows that people are going to remember. So people are going to cherish. Yeah, I was at the Great Western. Oh, I was at the convention center. I was at the lifestyle show with War. I mean, those are the things, and they're still, and Joe is still kicking. If he survives the hump and makes it even with the bigger promoters, not just Lowrider Magazine. There's other big promoters out there,
Yeah.
and they have holds in some certain states or cities. So if Joe survives, he might be like the AFL when there was the NFL, and the NFL said, "No, you can't make the AFL."
Yeah, right.
But then there was so much popularity and money in football, they
They
combined.
merged together.
So Joe's possibilities of making the AFL and compete were still a good possibility.
Yeah.
So
Another chain.
bottom line, Frank, what's happening today, what happened 4 decades ago is what Bugs and I started, and they took a little piece of our.
Legacy. You guys started the legacy of the lowrider show.
Yeah.
It wasn't for you guys. It would
But we
and it
did
would have started, like you said, eventually, but they would have started later. But you guys got it going right in the beginning, right where people were hungry for something like that.
Yes.
Now, so you guys broke out and
We
what is this? You know, a big old show.
we fought all the obstacles
Yeah.
and all the stereotype. We proved the sheriffs wrong. We proved a lot of people wrong. I mean, there was no big fights. Well, there was one good fight, and that was what's the name of Rico's Car Club?
Oh, Nice Society?
Nice Society. The guys from Flores came up to the guys from Nice Society, North
Can't fight a game.
El Monte,
You're a car
and there
club.
was 20 and 20, and they had a good fight for 6 or 7 minutes. The car clubs in the main room, about 200, 250 guys, just circled them, let them fight, took away the knives and the palos, and it was contained. And we walked Monteflores out, and there were just so many people and so many rooms that people didn't even know what happened in this room.
That's right.
Because there's so much happening in
There's some activity going on.
5, 6.
Yes, I remember the
boxing.
there would be the boxing in one building
Right.
over here. The boxing would be
Yeah.
boxing over here.
Then the
And
hopping.
then the hopping out
then
there. And
different
then
bands.
Some bands, yeah.
I mean, we even had a place over there, the Zoot Zoot 2, the Zoot Zoot. It was a lot of entertainment, and but that went on unnoticed, and we walked.
You know who's doing
Lots
stuff
of
like that now? East Side Story. East Side Story and Trump Records. They are doing.
Now,
They are coming out with
I want to
heavy
hear
duty.
more about that, because is that have anything to do with East LA? East Side,
Well, East Side Story is a thumb
that was
record.
on Whittier.
Well, East Side Story, you know, as East Side Story itself is it's a record label that has all the oldie goodies. They own the rights to a lot of music, so they have a lot of access to a lot of people to sing the songs. They own the rights to the music, so they're not going as a as a promoter. They're just going as a fest. That means, like you said about judging. If you win, you don't win. You're in the show. They're going as a car fest. East Side Story Thump Records is doing. They're making shows, but with concerts, humongous concerts. They're doing one in Imperial Valley on the April 25th. I'm involved in that show.
Is that the
I'm
week
helping out.
after
I'm helping.
Coachella?
I think yeah, weekend at Coachella. I'm helping out promote it. I'm not the promoter.
Right.
I'm just helping. I'm just like helping them
Now-
recruit people.
Is Bill Walker still have a lot
Yeah,
to
Bill
do with that?
Walker has on there. Yeah,
my
and
God.
then, like John is the guys we
Wow.
helping promote. I'm helping
Oh,
John a lot.
John, yeah.
John for that. He's promoting, and I'm helping.
Wow.
I'm just taking along. You know, I just part of things I like doing. I'm not getting paid for it. I'm not asking for nothing. I'm just doing it because I like doing it. It's part of my. I just like doing it. But it's the shows are coming out nice. They did one in Pomona last year, and they only gave them 2 buildings, and it was a success. So now they're giving them all 5 buildings, including the Mexican Village. So it's going to be a humongous show. Coming in July 15th. It was 15th, I think it's the 15th. And they're doing one up north in Tulare.
Yeah.
They're doing up there. But their shows are more of a concert shows. They make the cars show up. I mean, people are like crazy. I mean, oh man, it's a nice show.
I mean, to
But the
me,
guy got
it's
popular.
always kind of been a natural working together, you know,
Together, yeah.
and intertwine cars and music,
Right,
cars and
right.
music. And so, like, I seen
And
a
magazines.
big magazines, and
We did
publishers.
Well, he did.
Okay.
We did two
Yes,
special
we
They're
did.
editions.
historic. You know, this is historic because you print what happened.
Well, you
And-
know,
and,
his magazines.
We don't have magazines. There was no magazines in 77.
Yeah.
You know, prior to that,
Yeah.
there was nothing
Well,
know,
everybody.
except Hot Rod magazine.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
on that magazine.
About 2 years
And
ago,
Truckers
I
magazine.
was in there too.
Yeah,
about 2 years ago, maybe 3, how things are changing. Like you
Yeah.
said, things change. It's hard to print
Right.
and get your magazine out. Lucky enough, I was able,
Yeah.
to have the experience and to know Amazon, where I print these with Amazon. So it's not on me. It's whoever wants to buy it.